Hello everyone, welcome back to Mind Muscle Memory. And today we're going to bring a little discussion topic in the perspective of the mind and the power of the mind. So when I first began working out and trying to improve my physical condition, the body's capabilities, I believed it was just going to be like, okay, I got to just get on the bike, I have to lift these weights. But then I came to realize very quickly that if I don't do it the right way, I get sore, my joint hurts, my muscles are pulled a little bit too much in the wrong way. So then I started to really focus, and I realized that the power of the mind to achieve something is going to have to come into play with the power of mind to make the body work as I want it to work. Okay, so you know this as well, that the mind is very powerful. It is going to help us to have courage and acceptance of ourselves and our body at the state it's in now, and also where we want to go to is to love the body. We want to have it be in a fantastic state, feeling great all the time, having energy. Well, the power of the mind has to be put to its test a little bit here, because if you go in to do your workouts, as you've seen, just without concentrating, without applying the power of the mind and the focus that it can have on your body control, on your muscle movement pattern, listening to the feedback you get from the muscle fascia and the tendon connection points, which send signals to us to whether we're stretching and flexing properly or not. These are the intricate parts that I then perceived is going to get me to where I want to go. And I know that this is where all of our clients along the past decades have gotten to too. They've found the power of the mind applied properly to the working muscles, to how the body moves and functions, is going to ultimately give them where they want. And that's a respect to the body, right? A loving body where you know it's working properly. So let's get right down to the muscle finder, the M3 muscle finder method. And we've seen this a little bit if you have through the kettlebell work that we've been doing and using the kettlebell properly. And I actually had the kettlebell right in my hand here because I don't want it to be too far away, right? And that is going to be that the kettlebell is where we can apply the power of the mind, right? So we have to hold it properly. We don't want to over tighten. We want to apply that grip position, right? Making the channel down the hand with the thumb and the small finger touching properly right there. And then we get that channel. And then we'll go ahead, and as we move the muscle pattern, we're zoning in and focusing in that we're actually in control of both the muscle belly, like I said, and the tendons attached to those muscles attached to the bones, and how the speed is. So the M3 muscle finder method is to control a 3-second up, 3-second down speed, right? Finding that muscle, gaining that muscle power, and developing that mental control so that we can control the position, whether it's going to come in front of the body some and using the forearm flexors, or whether you're going to come out a little bit more and use the more biceps. That is where your mind will ultimately bring you to the place where you're having muscle memory. You're applying the right process to getting all the power you want out of your body and out of your muscles. Because in longevity, that's where it all lies, is keeping muscle power available to you and keeping it in condition. Now here's the tricky part, of course, is when we talk about the power of the mind and over the body, we're going to have to look at the burning sensations that happen. We're going to have to look at the speed that we're moving those muscles. How much can the muscle stress? And when the muscle talks back to you a little bit and says that we're burning and we want to probably stop, you have to adjust and say, okay, well, can you handle a little bit more? Because I want to improve the condition of the body. So you have to see outside yourself a little bit. In order to get the love of the muscle in the body, you have to bring yourself up. A little bit of courageous attitude here, and that's going to be the courage of going past where the burn tells you maybe I've had enough. And that might be riding the bike for an extra 10 minutes. That could be doing 3, 4, 5 more repetitions when you sort of wanted to stop, but you just had to refocus your mind and push a little bit more, but not in any way that's gonna hurt you, right? It's making you get challenged and ultimately bringing you up to that next level where you thought you could only do that weight for 10 times, but now you can do it for 12 and then for 15. So again, getting back to the M3 Muscle Finder, as you do a 3-second up, 3-second down, every 10 repetitions should be 60 seconds because it's a 6-second round trip, and so it's 6 seconds times 10, 60 seconds, you get 10 repetitions. So can you do 90 seconds? Can you go up to 15 with that weight? And then once you can, then it's time to challenge you and put a little bit more weight in your hand or on your legs or on your abdominals or whichever area you're focusing on, and apply a little bit more. The 3 steps, of course, is the speed and focusing on the repetitions that you're doing properly, and also then the muscle burn, the burning of inside the muscle belly. There's sugar stored. That's the number one thing that's missing from every aspect of longevity, training, and also for workouts, is that you have to burn down that muscle for weight loss, for sports performance. You have to burn it down, refill it, burn it down and refill it. And that takes time and understanding. How much are you burning? How burned down is it? It burns pretty quickly. We can burn out all the sugar in our muscles in you know what I'm saying, 30, 45, 50 minutes maybe, if you're pushing so hard that you're in an anaerobic state the whole time. That's anaerobic, is when you're burning sugar. Aerobic is when you're burning fat, and with that you can go for hours on anaerobic burn. So as you then gain that muscle control, 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down, as you improve your burn rate in the muscles and feeling the muscles burn as you're doing the work, right? Then when you finish, the third step is do you feel the blood flow getting pumped into the muscles? So the main aspect here is to get those 3 things to happen in the M3 Muscle Finder. That is going to be using the power of the mind to get the power of the muscles by first working on the control, second, getting the burn in the muscle belly, and then third, getting the feel of the blood pump and the circulation going to that muscle that you've worked. Okay, so as you go along through, make sure that you're always using the power of your mind to build and generate more and more muscle power, and understanding the burn rate of anaerobic, which is sugar burn, which is just stored in the muscles, versus aerobic, which is fat burn, which is stored all over through the body on the in the adipose tissue in the fat storage areas. So I hope you got a lot out of this. Thank you very much. I look forward to training and getting you to that next level. Again, making sure that you respect the body and build up that love of the body, because that's ultimately what's going to give you that longevity as well. So thank you so much.